Hello everyone, myself Namrata from Level Up, and here we empower professionals by providing them like high impact skills, expert mentorship, and industry resources needed to excel them. So it's my absolute pleasure to introduce our guest today, Mr. Darsh Thakkar. And he's the founder of Fairy Tales, where he's pioneering innovative solutions in the pet care industry. And in addition to that, he is a seasoned expert in AI as well as data science, uh, known for bridging the gap between cutting edge technology and real world business applications. So, Darsh, we are incredibly excited to learn from your journey as both a founder and a tech leader. So, the floor is all yours now.
Hi, thank you so much for the introduction. So I guess we'll just start. I'll just share my screen real quick, and yeah, yeah. So I hope you guys can see the screen, and here we go. So what I'm going to be taking up today is building a mini e-commerce app in just 45 minutes using AI. So I thought this is something that is really easy to build, and most of the people would be and the students would be able to pick up on this. So what we'll be doing is I'll be taking you through what are the most important things that you need to define as a student or as a tech enthusiast who's wanting to build out real world products or is wanting to build out projects. And from there, I'll show how AI can just streamline everything once you know what you want, right? So let's just go on. So the workshop flow is pretty much like what we are building that I've already covered, and defining the project scope. So this is one of the most important things, because once you do that, then most of the things are going to be very easily streamlined, because the scope is going to define your database, and from there building in fast API backend functions is going to be like a piece of cake for you. So it's very simple. We'll just go through what we are building again. So it's like we'll build an admin panel to add in products. So here you can add in like Google authentication, you can add in passwords, you can add in like a specific email address and a password kind of a system. But we'll see if we can incorporate that in 45 minutes. We'll be doing a real Postgres SQL product table, which will include the description, images, and if we want to give out any discounts on it, and just making it more apt to the current market. And fast API backends for sure. Product listing page that will be required. Once you click on a particular product, then showing the complete detailed page, add to cart flow, basic checkout summary. All of these things usually require a particular admin and a login, but we'll see if we can cover it up real quick. And using anti-gravity to actually make the UI UX really seamless and actually very exciting. So defining the scope. So I've already done a few things in the past, such as you can see the admin features. So we're going to be adding the product name and the price description, uploading images, setting the product category, and setting the stock and the quantity that we have. So now I'm just going to go on to so I'm currently on ChatGPT. I'm simply going to start off with I have an empty folder on my desktop. I have opened it in VS Code and created two particular folders, front end and back end, because that's how it works, front end and back end. And we will be um, starting off with uh, initializing React and its dependencies. So over here, it's going to actually, AI is actually going to help you, and these are the things that are the most redundant ones, and you just have to start with just the following the steps, such as CD front end. CD front end is ideally to create the entire to enter into the folder. That's my VS Code. We are going to open something from the desktop. which is going to be pet, and just open it. So here you can see a completely empty folder that we have here. Here we are going to create two different folders below it. One is going to be backend and one is going to be, so this is creating it inside. Yeah, perfect. One is going to be front end. So inside front end, it's telling me to open the terminal, go to cd front end. So ideally now I'm inside pet and inside front end now. And from there, I'm just going to follow a few steps such as downloading React White. Um, and that's going to take some time. Here, you just have to select which is the particular one that you want to use. Enter. I will use JavaScript and a React compiler. Roll down White. Yes. So now this is just going to download all the important things that we have, and the node modules are getting downloaded and now it's up and running. So the front end is idly been created, and this is the entire link to it. So if I open it up here, I'll be able to see White plus React, and there's a counter that they give. So that's just the simple base that they are giving onto. Uh, then we simply have this has been done. We've already done all of these things, and npm run dev has already been done by it. So we are ready and it's already running. So now let's just start with the front end first, with just making a little bit of a structure. Let's go ahead with creating the structure of the front end. I am currently making an e-commerce website. E-commerce website for pet products. So I need a simple landing page and a very uh, easy to use products page. Can we have a prompt to before we do this, we'll just add in the page. So let's just start by making it. So here now first we'll add in the landing page and all of the requirements, and then the entire UI UX part of it, and everything will be defined by anti-gravity, because that is pretty good with it. So over here you can see we already have a home page, we have a products page, a navbar, React router DOM, and all of the things that have been given. Here I'll just mention it to him. I do not have any of those pages, and no packages such as React router DOM. So now after you make sure you add these, it's going to give you steps to actually make the base of it first, and then it's going to be pretty easy. So inside your front end folder, all of this is completely done, and now we're going to do this inside the front end folder. So I'm just going to create another thing, go into cd front end, try to download it, and we'll just check it once. As such, there are no problems and issues, but just to be on the safer side, we should always just run it by ChatGPT once. It's completely installed and we are running. So after this, we are going to go on and create pages. So in our front end, we already have sources, and over here we are going to create pages. So over here, create a new folder called as pages. Enter. Pretty simple. And we need to we need home.jsx and product.jsx. So under pages, we are going to create a new file called home.jsx, and new file which was products.jss. Great. So once you followed this structure, the app.jsx will know exactly where to get these particular pages or components, so that they it can render those particular front end files. And in sources, we are going to need another folder called as components, and we're going to create a new file called the navbar.jsx and the product card. Great. You have product card.jsx. Perfect. So after you've made these structures, we'll just put this onto our app.py once, and let's just pick this up, put it on app.jsx. This is pretty much just following, and the entire counter thing that used to work before is completely gone. Yeah, perfect. And it's suggesting a change in the entire main.jsx, which will help us render the app.js. Perfect. So now add basic pages to these codes. So what does the home page have to do? What does the product page have to do? And all of these pages, what are the basic things that we just add in so we can see if they're working. Once we know that they are active and working, we can work on the UI UX and the functionality of it completely. So this will just help us ensure everything is correct, and then we can actually start building onto whatever we are wanting to. Navbar is done. And yeah, so we're going to close this. There are no such issues as of now. We're just going to check this out. uh, Perfect. So this is like a very simple, there is no UI UX, there's nothing, but at least the front end is live as of now. It's home and products. So home is something that is just this page, and products is getting rendered to a products page, and list of products will appear here. Great. So we can do one thing. We'll start defining the entire backend of it, and in the meantime, I'm going to give a really good prompt to anti-gravity so that this entire homepage seems a whole lot better and more appealing. So let's do a thing. Let's give in a prompt to anti-gravity to make the homepage uh, UI UX and landing page much better and complete. uh, Give it certain sections like about us and mission vision if we want to. Great. So in the meantime, till the time ChatGPT is going to give you a prompt to actually give it to anti-gravity, which is also an AI tool that helps you just streamline everything very easily. So here you can see they have added in each and everything that, from your hero sections to about us to each and everything that is pretty much just there on any landing page or any e-commerce website has been put in here. So once you just copy this, we'll just open anti-gravity real quick. Now there we have it. We are going to open a folder and go to desktop, go to pets and open it. Yes, I trust the author. Great. So over here, ideally what you have to do is make sure the prompt is absolutely on point and it does not touch any backend. It does not touch any of those things because anti-gravity has a habit of probably hallucinating a little bit. And I'm just going to make sure that that's clear. Please ask anti-gravity to not um, touch or hinder any other pages or codes. Great. Now coming back to the most important part of the project, which is actually creating the backend of it, which will majorly include, just a second. Yeah. So a backend would ideally include like an admin feature where we'll be adding in products and they'll be getting displayed, and the customers can view all of those products, probably, add to cart and, probably shortlist them, and obviously having a very complete detailed uh, information about the product. So after this, we'll start off with actually making the products table, where we'll be putting in the name, price, description, all the other things that are usually important. And once that is clearly done by you, there's going to be no issue other than that, pretty much. So okay, this prompt is pretty much done. We're going to put it and we're going to see what happens. Great. So till the time the front end is getting sorted by a particular AI agent, we can start with the backend. So let's start with the backend first. where I simply um, want to use Postgres and con dot execute text. So this is ideally using normal text and using them that to create tables, alter tables, putting in information, retrieving information, and this is something that I usually like to work with. So this is the section where you need to figure out what is the most convenient for you, and this is what I am going ahead with. And the app.py is completely empty. Can we have the important imports, and we are using fast API to have front end back end communication. In the meantime, we'll just check up with anti-gravity. Now this has created an entire implementation plan that what needs to be done. So you can see this, okay, like this seems to be great, and you click on proceed. And this is a very good feature where you actually understand if anti-gravity is completely understood what you want to do, and if there are any issues you can pretty much say that, okay, this is what I want and this is something that I didn't want. And likewise, once you enter it, all of the important things will be put out by anti-gravity and handled by it completely. Right, so back to our entire thing. We will be needing one app.py with all the database integrations and db init functions. So again, this is what ChatGPT is as of now suggesting, is creating a few files across backend folder, such as if you can see app.py, db.py. So this particular code will just take care of initializing the DB and creating the DB. On the other hand, app.py will be taking care of actually doing adding in details into the table, retrieving them, deleting them. All of those things will also happen. So, however, I like it at least in the start of it to have everything in one place. So this is what I'm going to copy and paste into our app.py. So we are simply going to just create a new file under backend called app.py and copy paste it. We're going to save it, but there is one issue here, that the database that we have created, or rather just added in, I have nothing, I have no database called per details db. So this is something that we'll have to very quickly just create. So let's just go on to our terminal, and you can ask ChatGPT to give that to you as well, that I don't have the current database with me. I am on the Postgres um, terminal. Please help me out. So we're just going to look at this. Open Postgres. Mm, okay, I think it's already here. Great. And here you can simply click on connect, and sure, after this you have this entire section where we simply want to um, create the new table. In the meantime, we'll look at the front end, and we are making the home page as of now. Okay, already a whole lot better. There are a few changes that are definitely needed, but you can see it's already given a few dummy products there. Why choose per retails, xyz has already been given out. And we'll reprompt this to be like, okay, now if I click on shop now, okay, this is like a dead button. Products does go to products. So see, just a simple no information prompt also has been able to give you a pretty decent start to actually build out your product later on. So here we have it. Perfect. We'll go on to our terminal, and we're going to simply paste it. My database has been created. So now we just have to connect this entire database, which is here we come here. Yeah, perfect. As user as Dash, that's great. And now majorly we have to again take care of this particular line where the username will be Dash, the password will be set by me, and if you are doing it yourself, and this particular DB will be active. I'm going to really quickly check up on my password. So this is my password ideally. Mm, Here is the username and password for it. Uh, let's integrate it. So ideally, you can pretty much just do this yourself too, like, because like the password and everything. So this is not required anymore. And we're gonna be back here. Let this happen, and we're gonna go to our VS Code. Yeah. Mm, perfect. So our front end is live, and in the database, we are in our app.py. This is where the database gets changed. Great. So now the next step that we have is we've created this entire app.py, that is our backend function. Uh, so we're just going to check if it's correct, and great. So now simply what next we're going to do is run the backend, uh, which is right here. Perfect. Great. So you can see database has been initialized successfully, and the products section has completely been made. Over here, now as you can see, we've already created this table. Suppose if you want something more, such as a description for that matter, you're gonna go on here and say, I actually want to create a new column called description. And since this is already created, we will be needing to add in uh, this code. So alter table, um, add column if not exists, and that's pretty much it. So once you're done with that, the backend is going to help you. I mean, AI is going to help you to just simply get this thing done, and now you can simply copy paste this and get it done. So you have this here. Go on to here. Go on to con.execute text 1 2 3. So ideally, you can ask ChatGPT to give you this particular line as well, but I think it's really sometimes it's a little redundant to do that. So when you're dealing with a backend in Python, the most important thing that you have to be careful about is indentations, because that's going to really be tricky sometimes. And just to ensure that the description has been added, I'm just going to add it description added successfully. Perfect. So we have this. That means even the description is into the products thing completely. Now let's do a thing. Let's create a new page called as the admin.js, from where we can add all of these details about the product. Right? Anti-gravity is pretty much done at this point. We accept all the changes that have been made. Up next, let's create a new file in the front end called admin.jsx, which will ideally upload the images and add in the details for the products. And it's always good to share in your entire uh, backend database which is relevant to this part, so that the front end also, that it makes it matches the database and all the input points that have to be made. So we have an admin.jsx into pages. So at the same time, we are also going to create that pages, create a new page, admin.jsx. So after you create this, you're going to do that same thing into app.js, where again you will have to add in import admin from slash components. Sorry, that will be pages. I'm extremely sorry. Pages slash admin. Great. And we put that in. We're gonna save it. I'm gonna copy this particular thing up. I'm gonna call it admin. Now we're gonna make it admin. And now we're gonna save it. Great. So now this has given an entire basic React function where you can add and subtract everything. So you can simply copy this, go on to your admin.jsx and paste it. Just to confirm it once, that my app.jsx is right. Is this correct? Perfect. So no errors I have been given. And now if I actually go on to admin, either it should given an error. Perfect. So I am getting a really bad UI. But we're here where I can add in the product name, the price, the description, choose a file and add a product. So it feels really bad to actually work in this. So I'm really quickly going to tell anti-gravity, can you um, ask anti-gravity, rather, can you make a prompt for anti-gravity to make the entire UI slash UX of the admin page to be slightly better, uh, but make sure not to make it too heavy. So ideally, why I'm asking it not to make it too heavy is because when you're going to go into deployment stages of products, you're going to realize that the admin page is the page that is going to be accessed by the company itself that is developing it, or you if you're the developer. So when you go into deploying such heavy, right now probably we'll be adding in 2 3 such products. But if you're going in for any heavy projects where a lot of information is there, a lot of UI UX is there, and more often than not, front end is the files that are usually heavy and take up a lot of space when you're going to host, probably on AWS or Hostinger, or wherever you're comfortable hosting. So make sure that the admin page is really simple, not too heavy, not too you're just going to end up saving a little bit of space, to be very honest. So that prompt has been made. We are going to tell anti-gravity that improve the UI UX of the admin page, and you can simply even name it that it's admin.gsx. Perfect. So in the meanwhile, I am seeing a few things that we can also add into the back end of this particular uh, products.py. Is that do we have slash products is to get these products, not to add them, and this is to add the new product. So this is how all the products will be getting and be store and be shown on the front end. On the other hand, this is the main function that is going to help us store the products ideally. So now we are going to go on to the front end. Are the changes being made? Yeah, so now again the implementation plan is here. We can simply go ahead with creating it quickly. Yeah, proceed with it. uh, the next thing that we would probably want to do is, once the front end is done, we'll just check if this is working well. If this is working well, let's just call it ABC shampoo. Price is say 500 rupees. Um, shampoo. without any uh, skin issues, skin side effects. Oh wow, amazing. So product name, now you can see all of these things. So probably let's just go with dog food, easier. uh, Price, and easy to digest, um, and great in taste, whatever. Choose a product image. I have actually um, selected a few images, and we can probably, yeah, sure, let's open this up and add product has been added in successfully. This you can verify from your backend also, that your post and everything, there have been no issues. So one thing that I usually like to do is I like to see if the product has actually been there or not there. So I'm going to tell ChatGPT to do one thing which should never be there in production, is that without any authentication you're going to try to fetch these, which I think is this function already. Does this function need any kind of authentication? If not, you can simply just go to localhost 8000, because that's where we have idly hosted the entire system, and you can just pick up products, and we are going to pick up products and enter. Perfect. So you have success, true products, product ID one, name, dog food, price this much, image URL. So now when you know this, you understand the image URL is actually not getting processed. It's an empty file despite selecting it. So this often helps you with a lot of debugging. We look into why the image URL is not happening. Great. So now majorly the image URL is not present. Uh, and we are going to give this the complete thing. It's most probably because we have no kind of mount on any uploads that have been done to retrieve them, and that's probably the issue that we are seeing. um, Image URL is not present. See, exactly, the mount that I was talking about is completely not present, and we'll add that in. So now you can see probably a few uh, dependencies have to be added in. We already have that. Great. And now as you can see, ChatGPT sometimes is going to make it really broken up and very disturbed way. So we're just going to copy this and just check it once from ChatGPT if everything's working well. So let's just say right before we add our products, let's do this. uh, Great. And mm, upload the image, or for simplicity's sake we can just give it to it. Great. So now we have the fully functional app.py with mounting the actual images as well, and we'll be retrieving those. So copy, paste, save, pretty much done. And now we're going to try to do the same thing again. Say it's we can just check. So we've already added in dog food. Let's go for cat food this time, and let's check it out. Or dog collar. Okay. Price is say 100 rupees. Um, Smooth leather for that matter. And we're going to choose an image, try to upload something, sure, and upload successfully added in. Now over here we'll try to see if there are any issues. Not as of now. Here we're going to try to refresh it, and we still don't have the image URL getting sorted. Image URL is still not getting stored. What could be the issue? Mm. So what normally helps in debugging is you're going to start printing a few things, such as I'm going to print this, which is going to be empty, but still just for the sakes of it. And we are going to go to our admin page, and we're going to put in a console.log, right? So here in the payload, you can see what all is getting sent. Oh, so you already found the issue that this is going to be 0, where we are going to tell that the front end uh, is actually sending an empty image URL. Great. So ideally, if this was not empty, the thing I would do would be console.log uh, image URL. So this would actually help me understand that where exactly the issue is. Is it getting stored here or no? Because in the front end you can see it. So we are just gonna quickly. So again, the entire code has been given. We're gonna just copy paste it, save it, and just console.log that particular image again. Yeah, console dot uploaded image, and we are going to call it as image file. Okay. Back here to a verse UI, but so I'm just adding in just simple things right now so that we know the structure is working well. A random image. Okay, add to product. Okay. So here I'm going to check image upload file. Okay. So here you can see there is an image name, there is a type. So probably this time our problem should be kind of done. So here you can see that there's a static upload image also been done that is coming from the app.py sprint. That is the image URL. So now we should check this particular thing out if it's giving it perfect. So now we're actually storing the images as well. Great. So now quickly we are going to uh, make me for this function. Where is the function? Great. This particular function, I need the front end on the admin page. So here we'll given options for actually adding in and subtracting probably the amount if you're deleting it you want to increase it, decrease it. Let's just check this really quickly. Perfect. Paste it, save it. That's pretty much it. Now let's see. Perfect. So now I can see all the images, all the particular things that have been added in. However, I cannot see the image even despite it being there. So again, the best thing to do is check the console.log. So I am already getting the products here. Console.log. And never use the constant that you're using or the use state that you're using to print here because it takes some time to actually render outside the function. So use the exact variable from the backend that is coming in to do console.logs, or it's going to be 0. You're not going to see anything. So you can see the object. I'm going to refresh this because it's a use effect. I can see all the 3 of them. I can see the image URL present. Now I'm just going to try to see if this is present here in the backend. Yeah, just going to format it. Great. Okay, great. So the image is 100% getting stored, and we can see it here. Now the next thing we're just going to do is give ChatGPT uh, the thing to, if the entire image URL exists, please show the image itself, and using the localhost 8000 slash your image URL. So it's suggesting a change here. We are going to very quickly. It's not present, is it? Perfect. So this is exactly the page where we can add and subtract. Now, a very simple thing that I'm going to do is help me add in the details, such as delete this particular item, or edit it. Item from products. After this, we are just less than 5 minutes away, where we'll just be adding in a few other columns into the products, which would be the price is already been defined, but the quantity that is there in the stock, and how the user can add multiple things, and in a share request, how that entire quantity can go down. So it'd be somewhat like a stock management kind of a thing. So it's already given me the delete endpoints. Simply going to app.py, paste it, save it, update, paste it, and save it. Um, Save it. Great. So the entire newer front end with the edit buttons and the delete button has been incorporated. Save it, and you can have a look. Okay, I have simple UI. If I'm clicking on edit, what do I get? Okay, it's getting rendered here. Let's say that this time the product name is cat spray. Spray. Great. Let's just delete this, and it's for 1,000 rupees this time. And update product updated. Now it's to cat spray, and the price and the description has been done. Now let's just go back to the home and the products, where now this particular products page needs to start growing, and where the actual end users are going to start using it. Now I'm going to ask, oopsie, copy it. Mm, I want to add in a column called as uh, the total units bought. Is that possible? Great. So give this in con.execute. Perfect. Uh, yep. This will not be required because we're already inside, and just tab it. Great. Perfect. Um, mm, Okay, there is a very big indentation error. Mm, and we want to save it. Perfect. And just to check it once, we're also going to just print um, added in the total units. Perfect. Let's just see. Okay, perfect. This all has been done. Now, very quickly, I'm just going to ask ChatGPT to give me all the additions and subtractions to happen here. Um, please and uh, please manage this entire thing to also handle the total units. So we'll quickly just add these in. Products has been done. That has been done. So once the major structure is defined of your entire system, all of this is very easily uh, manageable. And the major thing we have to do here is from the admin.js given an option. Give me options to add in the total quantity. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, this entire code has been given. You simply have to just save it, and we'll just check it once if everything is coming correctly. Great. Now I am able to see what is how many units have actually come into. Let's just try to edit this here first and say there were 10 units of this. Update, update successful. Great. So total unit 10. Perfect. So this is entirely done. Now we just have to work on the products page. Um, I'm just going to quickly pick up the products page. Given an easy prompt to GPT, because now ChatGPT knows exactly your entire code, your entire structure. So give the entire code here. So we'll just check the code once. Once this has been done, the user will be able to add and add the products, delete the products, and those things can happen. And it's pretty much done after that. Let's see. Save front end. Okay, perfect. Now you have those add to carts. Now, but those we'll just check if add to cart has any on-click features that it's having. It has nothing. So let's just create a simple pop-up. Let's create a simple pop-up to add in the add to cart system in to add the buyer's number, name, and the product with the quantity. Is that possible? So we'll need another backend function too to take care of this, and an entire table too. But we'll just make the front end first because it's here, and then we'll add the entire table system in the backend, and we'll be done with this. So the pop-up model is here. It's creating it. Perfect. So the products.js is up and running. The entire front end of it will be better. Great. So now we have some kind of so this is the quantity, this would be the name, and the particular number of the product and the name of the product. um, in the meantime, I'm going to make the UI UX much better because it's really not working well. Give me the UI slash UX of the entire products.jsx much better. um, Give me a simplified yet effective prompt for anti-gravity. Yeah, perfect. Till the time anti-gravity is going to make the plan and finish this up, we are going to quickly make the table for this. Great. Now let's make the table for this, called as let's see what to be giving. Yeah, sure. Cart table works. Order table. Let's do a cart table because we won't deduct anything from the inventory as of now. Let's do the cart table. That on the admin page we can show which particular phone number and buyer name is coming and what product and quantity they are wanting. So perfect. We have this entire thing completely sorted. Going to app.py. Great. We have it saved. Mm, let's go. Just add in these few other functions. Perfect. Great. Let's just check up on anti-gravity once too. Yeah, we can ask it to proceed. So we can see the front end of this entire thing is going to be changed completely very soon. Um, Alongside this, let's create a section on the admin.jsx to ideally make the to ideally call the cards, if I'm not wrong. Great. Fetch card, get cards. Mm, to show all the active buyers for products and their respective uh, details. Great. Great. I think even anti-gravity is pretty much ready. There seems to be some issue. Okay. So as of now, the best thing would be to do console.log. We are going to ask it to make a few changes, and then we'll figure it out if it's working well. If it's not, then we'll see. Okay, the products page is not working. On the other hand, admin page is working fine. So on the products page, ideally, let's see what are the changes anti-gravity is giving, or else the best thing is to simply console.log and check what are the issues coming, and we can figure it out likewise. So our new admin.js is also here. The only thing left is our products page. I'm gonna save this products page, and let's see what is anti-gravity doing. Let's just check our admin till that time if we can see add a new product, all products, active cart items, not no entries yet. Great. So ideally, we just have to check if when our products page is back up, what was the issue, and that's pretty much it. Great. So yeah, anti-gravity takes quite some time to actually figure it out. We'll see if this works. If it doesn't, oh, perfect. It has worked out for us. Out of stock because it's already zero. So we're going to add to cart, enter your name. Uh, it'd be Darsh for now. 866886104 and add quantity say 2. Confirm add to cart. Great. Now we ideally just have to check if this is coming on the admin side. Admin side. Gonna refresh it. Okay, so this is something that is not coming in yet. We can check our backend database. Carts is coming in, but it's not getting reflected on the admin. We're gonna go to admin, buyer items. So cart items. So cart items is going to be set cart items, and we're going to console.log it really quick. Actually, it's already been console.log, crazy. So it is returning 0. So we are just going to go to app.py, check the cart items. We'll just confirm from where exactly it's fetching. It's fetching from cart. From cart here, we want to print everything that is getting selected. Um, let's print here for the cart items return. Perfect. So we're going to print all the rows that actually have to be fetched. Just refresh it once. Cart items are empty, and we can see that to be empty. Okay. So that means this function is idly having a problem because nothing's getting added into. So here we are going to ask ChatGPT to make a few print statements. So in these situations, more often than not, there are going to be silly mistakes and dumb mistakes. But it's about keeping cool and follow the structure of adding in print statements or console.logs will never be into any kind of a problem. Just to understand, we got a good, we did end up getting, um, a confirmation on it. We can check the console.log one more time, 866886104 and we'll just make sure it's present here. Uh, it's going to be slash products, products.jsx. Mm, and the add to cart. So this is exactly the function. Okay, amazing. So this entire function is not calling anything at all. So it's a completely very stupid mistake. So we're just going to add this in that my front end is actually not adding in any kind of data, and no backend communication to. Let's go to our app.py, see what is the function name. This is get and add to cart. Perfect. So this is something that usually happens with AI. It does not pick up the complete structure of it. But if you're just a little careful and a little calm, because if you are somebody who's just new to coding, you're going to probably just go on anti-gravity. There's a problem, it's not getting solved. There's a problem that's not getting solved. And it's not really going to help you out ever. But just understanding the entire logic behind it, that where is the data not coming from and what is the actual issue, might just help you save a lot of time and it'll be pretty much sorted. You just go on to products, handle save is not doing anything at all. We've asked it to do something now. Okay, confirm. Has it actually been added to cart? Yes, post to cart. So at least something has been added. And now we're just going to check it in the admin. Okay, the UI UX is messed up, but sure, we can see exactly everything that is has to be done. And now we're just going to ask chat anti-gravity to make the UI UX very clean, very simple. For the admin.gsx, please make the UI slash UX much easier and neater. And you can also add in things like make it responsive, rather make it responsive. So ideally, we've majorly covered up everything from going to your database schemas to building your backend, linking it to Postgres SQL, your React plus CSS, your entire linking up. We are just improving the UI with respect to anti-gravity. In the meantime, I'm just going to share a few .env tips that are usually there. As we have kept it in our particular app.py code right now, which is our database URL that is present, or in all the front end pages, as we have mentioned, this particular URL, which is not always healthy. You need a .env file, which stores all your all of these links, any kind of access keys or API keys that you're using for your particular product should never be directly coded in. There should be a .env file, and that should also be present here. I'm pretty sure it should be. Great. So over here, if you have a .env, you should have a .env that you add in here. So ideally, those are the things that should not even go up onto your GitHub. It should be independent for each and every one of you if it's a group project, right? And with environments, one thing that is really funny is that they once you actually make the entire uh, changes into the environment and try to run it, it's not going to run. What you're going to need is you're going to need help with actually creating sorry, you have to close the entire thing and then restart it so that the environment will reset the entire thing, and that's when it's going to start working. Okay, so admin.js has been given by ChatGPT, which is also fine. Let's just add that in. Admin.jsx. I'm going to save it. We're going to look at it as everything's coming. Yeah, it's still pretty funny, isn't it? But ideally, that's pretty much it from my side. After this is just prompting chat gpt or anti-gravity to make the UI UX better. The homepage has actually turned out to be pretty decent, just a few changes. Same with the products page, to be very honest. And that's pretty much it from my side. And we've covered almost everything. Deploying the entire system is you have multiple options, such as using GitHub itself first. B, you can use Vercel, you can use Netlify. And when you actually want to take something to the production level, there's obviously Hostinger, AWS, which I'm currently using as of now. So those are the best things to use. And if you're using something like Netlify or Vercel, you don't even have to build anything. They handle the entire building together. Some even Hostinger does the same. But if you actually want to build something out on AWS, you will actually have to build this entire code onto that particular EC2 instance, for that matter, and that's how it'll work. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. We've covered up more often than not everything, and yeah, thank you so much. That's pretty much it.
Thank you so much, Darsh. That was such an insightful session. And we really are very lucky to have learned from you today.
Thank you so much. I think I've done something that most people wouldn't do. Probably people just share the PPT. I thought let's do something different by actually coding in front of them and see how it works.
That was a really amazing session.
Great. Thank you so much to everybody, and all the best for your future.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. And to all our attendees, thank you so much for your time and energy. I highly encourage everyone to follow Darsh Thakkar on LinkedIn and keep an eye on the amazing work he's doing with Pari Tales. And from all of us at Level Up, thank you for joining us. And we are looking forward to see you at the next session. So have a wonderful day. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.